I like how there's like support and it's more like hands-on learning, and you're able to like get the help you need. Freshman year I was really shy and like I didn't want to like go and talk to people and stuff, and like at the showcases we've had, and this year I was able to do it, able to talk to people without being shy. When I graduate, I want to go into like the medical field to be a surgeon. My favorite step of the design process is the create, because I like to create stuff and also improving to make it better just for myself, because I like things to be perfect.
So I've seen Kathleen grow a lot more and set higher goals for herself. She has become a very outspoken person in these past 2 years. I believe that it's to this program and the way they teach it. Just knowing that she's learning to think outside the box and that she is looking at other programs. Absolutely. I believe that it helps them to prepare for college. I believe that I believe that this program has really steered Kathleen in the right direction, and I think that it would help other children her age and smaller be more involved in school, because it's more of a hands-on program than learning from the textbooks. Yes, because she gets the more one-on-one teacher attention that she needs to help her learn and grow.
We have 4 community partners that are our core partners. We have Air Force Research Labs, Sandia Labs, New Mexico State, and UNM. The partnerships really help bring unique experiences for the students. For instance, many of our students go to UNM for field trips and they get to see the engineering motorsport, like Lobo Motorsports program. They get to go to the Mass Comm communication program. They go to the Geology Museum. New Mexico State helps support camps that are called Camp and Adventures, where kids become entrepreneurs, make products, go through the design process to really refine and craft their product and develop a marketing plan, and then they go to a farmer's market and they sell their products and they get to keep 100% of their proceeds. Sandia Labs really does a great job of providing field trips for our students. There's a dog napping field trip where kids get to go to the Advanced Materials Lab and learn about nanotechnology. And then our 4th partner, Air Force Research Labs, is huge. They offer a lot of opportunities for students, especially in the areas of coding and robotics, from camps to providing materials to supporting our students at their showcases. They're very heavily involved. And we're also branching into new partnerships with companies like Explora and Nusenda, who've really stepped up this next year to help support our students. So we started with a very small cohort, and we were building it year by year. It's sort of building the plane as you're flying it. But we have computer science the first year. Now we have computer science and engineering. Those classes continue to grow. With those classes continuing to grow and having experiences, it's opening the doors at companies like Holman's, who offer scholarships and internships. Air Force Research Labs, Sandia Labs are big partners. As the students get over age 16, that will open up a lot of opportunities for them with our partnerships. It's really interesting on the pathway. You can see the cross-curricular connections from kindergarten through 12th grade. In elementary school, you see a ton of teachers planning and integrating STEM into all of their curricular content. Middle school, we've seen partnerships with teachers where they're doing project-based learning and they're trying to support each other, like maybe an English teacher supporting the science and math teachers, and they're really overlaying their concepts. In high school, we're moving into that project-based learning as well, where like the biology teachers driving instruction and the other teachers are supporting with their content. We've had computer science and engineering being really the capstone or like the cornerstone of our program, and the other teachers are starting to see the learning and the engagement that happens, and they're taking those strategies like the design process, the engineering habits of the mind, the learning habits of mind, and they're infusing them into social studies, English language arts, health. Like even our health classes at high school and all of our PE classes at middle school and elementary school are using heart rate monitors to track data. And you can just see that integration of STEM into a typical elective. It's just, we're doing it different than other schools are. I think that's one of the areas this grant has hit the hardest, is that our teachers are getting access to professional development they never would have had. Project Lead the Way professional development, especially in the elementary and middle school, has really enriched the curriculum. We have teachers that now have become lead trainers and facilitators so they can train other teachers at their school. Going to ISTE for our technology teachers has a huge eye-opening experience of all the opportunities and the equipment that is out there. We've increased our robotics programs at the elementary and middle school because of those ISTE experiences. Professional development with Magnet Schools of America around the pillars has really thickened up how our schools have become magnet schools, and the message and the theme is much more evident, and you can see a difference. When you walk into a school, you can see that it's different. The teachers are teaching different because of professional development opportunities. And not just going to a professional learning situation where they take something back to use in the classroom for one day. It's more transformative, where it's changing the way they teach completely, and the students are more engaged and more successful.
As a dean of students, my role was really only to work with the students, not so much the teachers. Now in my new role, my job is working with both the teachers and the students. So getting to go into the classrooms and see how teachers are teaching, and over the last 2 years, seeing how teachers have transitioned into new ways of teaching and new ways of thinking has been really exciting for me. It's been a fun and exciting situation because we've been able to hire teachers and get teachers focused into a cohort of teachers along with students, and to be able to do a lot of new and different things with those teachers. One of the easiest examples would probably be one of our students who came in with really low-level skills. And in the Engineering the Future program, we have the ability to focus on some students like that. And he was able to grow his skills over the last 2 years to the point where he was coming in as a freshman thinking, I just want to get through high school. Now he wants to go to college and be an engineer because he sees that his skills are developing well enough that he's got a chance to go to college and be successful. We have a lot of students who are talking about science, technology, engineering, and mathematical type areas that they want to go into, but we also have students who are interested in health careers. We have a young lady who wanted to be a nurse and now is focusing more on going into the medical field, into surgery. I mentioned the other young gentleman who wants to be an engineer, and we have students who are actually looking at things like mechanical engineering and biological engineering and all kinds of different areas in the engineering fields that they're interested in. I believe that our students, when they graduate, will be able to say, I did, rather than I graduated. I did this project. I did that project. I made an impact in this area. They're going to be able to talk about what they are able to do, the skills that they've learned, and the areas that they're interested in. Whereas many students, when they graduate, say, well, yeah, I did this little fun project maybe my sophomore year. My students will have very specific things that they can talk about, that they can say, I did this project and here's how I did it, what I did, what if I got a chance to do more of this in college, what I would do in college to take this even further. The implementation coaches have been invaluable to Valley High School. They come in with a tremendous amount of knowledge, different skills from each one, and when a teacher has an idea that they don't really have very well developed, the implementation coaches have been able to help them develop those. The implementation coaches have been able to push some teachers to try new things, and many of the teachers come out of those situations with even more ideas of what they want to try the next year or the next time they do that project. So the growth of the teachers has probably been the most exciting part of this whole thing. With this grant, we have been able to focus not just on doing professional development for this teacher or that teacher, but our entire group of teachers. And they've been allowed to go and do the training together so that they can work together and really help develop one another as they're going along also. So that when I'm walking into classrooms now, I'm seeing a lot more project-based learning, students working in teams and in groups more often, and students being more excited about the learning that they're doing in those classrooms. So far, my favorite thing about the Engineering the Future program is really getting to know a lot of my students very well and to see the tremendous growth that a lot of them have had over the last 2 years.